Welcome back to the Morning Blend. When you ask a lot of people what they're going to do when they retire, they often answer travel. So joining us now with today's senior moment is Patty Cadorn to talk about tips for seniors who want to travel and want to travel solo. Maybe either want to travel solo or have to travel solo. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I think it's true. A lot of people want to travel after they retire. But as one ages, life gets in the way, and sometimes instead of living the dream that people expect with a partner, they find themselves having to travel alone. Is this something that you've ever experienced?
Yes, the first test was the first Christmas after my husband passed away. I knew I couldn't face the holiday festivities, and I didn't want my grief to interfere with my grandkids' joy of Christmas. So I booked 3 days at a wellness resort right over Christmas by myself. I just wanted to forget it was Christmas. And looking back, I think the trip was a success because I knew my objective and I made my choices accordingly.
Good for you. Not easy to do, though.
Not easy to do. Good for you. Yeah. Proud of you for that. That's not easy.
Thank you.
You know, when you think about first steps and kind of planning something, especially if you're a novice and you haven't done this before, what would be some of those first things we could do about, planning a trip?
Right. Well, what I would suggest if you're planning vacation solo for the first time is you do a self-reflection exercise, and that kind of falls into 3 areas. The first one would be set your objective. What is the purpose of the trip? Do you want to visit new cities? Do you want to relax? Do you want to just sit on the beach? Do you want to learn to cook? And then the second part would be plan the details around that objective, around your personality, and around financial parameters. So some of the questions you might ask yourself would be, am I good traveling alone, or do I want to be with a group? Can I navigate by myself, or do I need a tour guide? If I'm thinking of a cruise, an ocean cruise has a lot of people. Maybe a river cruise, I can meet more people. It has less people.
And river cruises, you're closer to shore, too. Which I've always liked the idea of that.
Less swimming.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the self-reflection part of it.
I do, too.
That's so important to set that objective.
And financially, am I willing just to do the basics, or do I require some luxuries? Am I willing to pay for a single room on a cruise ship, a single supplement it's called? Or am I willing to have a roommate assigned to me?
All important questions. The other thing you said is, do I have any special needs? I think that's important because some of us, it's like, and don't feel bad. Whatever your objective is, whatever your finances are, whatever needs you have, great. Because you want the travel to be fun, you want it to be relaxing, you want it to be educational, whatever your goal is.
Right. So you have to look at your own mobility. Can I do stairs? Do I want to walk a lot? Or do I have any food or dietary requirements? I know I'd be no good in the south of Italy because I don't like seafood, and so I'm just staying away.
Just staying away. Very interesting. I think we should talk about safety a little bit too.
Right.
Because I think that's something that can be intimidating, especially traveling alone.
Right. As a senior traveling alone. So I brought 3 really cool little safety items that I wanted to share today. I have always been told we cannot lock our checked bags because TSA needs to inspect them. Do not, and it makes me a little nervous. A lot of people handle that bag before it gets back to you. Well, there are TSA approved safety locks that you can check, that you can lock your suitcase.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know.
And it's okay with them?
And you set your combination, and in 60 countries, it's TSA approved because TSA has a key that can go into this little lock and inspect your bag if they need to. And then if they've inspected your bag because this little button pops up and it's red, and then somebody's been in your bag, and you can kind of do a double check on that. But from now on, check bags, I'm locking
And
them.
what do you call that? Just a TSA approved luggage lock?
Okay.
Really?
There's numerous brands, but they say most of them have this little logo on them that say they're TSA approved.
Interesting. Okay, that's fascinating.
The next thing I want to talk about is hotel room safety. And as we all know, when we go into a hotel room, we should open up the closets, look in the bathroom, etc. Or even as you leave for the day, leave the TV on a moderate level is a good suggestion. But this is a hotel door alarm, and it sticks under the hotel door.
It looks like a doorstop because we've had other people recommend door stops.
And I took the battery out because it's an obnoxious sound. But so it's like this under the door, and then when the door opens, it goes up and the alarm goes off.
That's cool. And it's like a scary, loud sound, so it hopefully scares someone away.
Or yes, it's
scares
horribly
you,
loud.
too.
Scares me. I might just welcome the person in just because I can't stand that noise.
I have never seen that.
Me either.
That's amazing,
I know,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The last thing I brought are anti-theft travel bags.
Oh, okay.
And the reason they are anti-theft is because the zippers lock. And when you're dealing with pickpockets or thieves, when you're traveling, sometimes they can come up and they can open up a zipper without even you knowing it. So all of the zippers lock on this. The straps are slash proof. Another way they get your bag is they slash your
I heard that,
the
yeah.
strap or
Wow.
even slash the bag. And so this is all slash proof. And lastly, it has inside, you can put your credit cards in a spot that has RFID protection.
Now, I've heard of that. It's where they can't pick up your information from the outside of the bag,
Yes,
right?
if they come up to you closely and they can kind of scan your bag, and if it's not RFID protected, they can get your credit card information.
Wow. Okay. That's and in terms of knowing whether or not it's a travel bag, you just need to see that it's travel safe, or it'll indicate that on
Right.
the purse.
Yes, there are numerous sites on the internet. This one is called Travel On. Magellan is a site that a lot of people use, and they're just described as anti-theft travel bags. And you
Okay.
can look for the RFID protection on it. You can look for anti-slash, look for lock zippers. Every zipper on this bag has a lock on it.
I love that.
Fabulous.
I learned
And everybody's
so much.
traveling. Me too.
I know.
I'm
that
ordering
was
those three
great.
things.
Thank you, Patty. It was so great for you to share your experience and wisdom with us, because that is fantastic. A lot of things I didn't know. And to rewatch this segment, pick up all those names and great safety tips as well as objectives, or to send it to one of your friends, go to our website, themorningblend.com.